It's episode 5 and today is all about the styling, the clothes, and the looks. What is my hair doing? Well, as you can clearly tell, I still don't know how to do my hair. Let's get started. Let's get the video going and let's go to the chapter of aesthetics. I was thinking about how aesthetics are affecting us, how we are now believing that people have to have a certain aesthetic. So like if you are cottagecore, you're cottagecore. If you are Y2K, you're Y2K. If you are 80s, you're 80s, right? And you have to like decide on one. You can't mix them. You're like coquette, then you're coquette. If you're like grunge, then you're grunge. And it is always just like one, you're committing to one. I could never find myself sticking to one aesthetic. It was just completely impossible for me. I loved cottagecore. I love clean girl. I love coquette. I love Y2K. I love all of them. And you know how clean girl is now so popular? And for a second there, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll be clean girl. I just adore people. I don't know how they are. I'm in awe when people are able to fit into one aesthetic, period. And the thing is that I was watching like YouTubers and stuff like that. And I saw a girl that for me was like cottagecore. She even told us she was cottagecore, right? But the thing is that I scrolled down to her other videos, and like a year ago, she was coastal grandma. So she was technically still in this, it was vibing the same. It just had a different name. It was pretty much the same. I would say that the coastal grandma between cottagecore and clean girl is like in the middle, right? Because it has a little bit of the clean girl and a little bit of the coastal grandma of the cottagecore. That made me thinking that we don't have to be one aesthetic. And if we like all of the aesthetics, we can be all of the aesthetics without looking weird. And then I started like thinking about it more. How did my aesthetics change? How big of a period of time am I in a certain aesthetic? I have created this like setup for me. Maybe not setup, but like cheat sheets. How did I do that? I went to my Pinterest and I scrolled down my style lookbook board. You can follow me on Pinterest to like go to my Pinterest to see that. The thing is that I went there not to look for inspiration, but to look for the things that I thought were pretty. You know, looking at like a year or two worth of photos that you've saved, I've started to see like connections. So the first maybe problem that I faced was that a lot of the things that I've saved on that board were pretty, were cute, were absolutely amazing outfits and beautiful women. The problem was that when I was like, okay, but would I actually picture myself in that outfit? The answer was no. And that was the same problem with like clothes from my aunt or from other people that they were just gifted, or sometimes even that I bought in thrift stores, because I was like, oh my gosh, this fits this aesthetic. It's so pretty. It fits on me, so I bought it. But these are not the reason. You should always think if you are actually going, not if you're going to wear it, if you see yourself wearing that, that is your style. That is how you find your style. Just pick the clothes that you think are pretty. Anyway, going back to those cheat sheets, I've started to see a pattern that the things that I like and that I see myself wearing, that I saved, most of them throughout the like history of that board, most of them were really girly, were cottagecore / coquette aesthetics. There was a lot of lace, a lot of pink. There were girly things, there were dresses, there was a lot of overalls. I didn't even realize how many overalls I had saved over there, but I think that overalls are really cute. There was also a lot of skirts and a lot of sweaters. Sweaters in terms of like cardigans, woolly sweaters, not like jumpers. I made this spreadsheet. I will put the photo of it right over here. So I divided it into like summer, spring, autumn, and winter because they have different vibes, right? And I do believe that you can have a different aesthetic for summer and a different aesthetic for winter. You can have the same, of course, but at the same time, some of the aesthetics are more appealing to me in summer and other are in winter. So for example, summer is like all cottagecore. Spring and autumn has a little bit of that tied in. So you can see like it's a circle and everything is like flowing through each other, because the winter has like coquette schoolgirl vibes, right? Because winter and autumn are like school. The thing is that autumn and winter are more coquette schoolgirl style, except that autumn is a more cottagecore than coquette, and spring is more coquette than cottagecore, right? You can see it on the chart right here. And after that, after I like selected the styles, because I've realized that there's like 4 to maybe 5 styles that I actually like and that I always gravitate towards. Then I did another page in my good notes. I actually added that to my Google Keep pages so that I can have them whenever I'm shopping on my phone. When I was scrolling through Pinterest, through that board, I was looking for photos that I still thought that were cute, pretty and that I would consider beautiful and that I could see myself wearing. And then I saved all of these photos, and then I made like a spreadsheet with all of them. I added the little photos and I made it like summer, spring, winter, and autumn. And over here you can clearly see the like spring to summer line and autumn to winter line. And then I know that like winter to spring and summer to autumn also has a little bit of connection, but less than like autumn to winter and spring to summer. In the middle, I added outfits that I consider cute for events. So it's, again, it's really girly, even with the sequins. It has a little bit of that Y2K touch to it, but it's still girly. It's still a little bit coquette, so it's like coquette mixed with Y2K. And then we have the couch dress, which I have a very similar one. It's the cottagecore slash coquette.
I know that I have heavily relied on the naming of these aesthetics, and that was not really my point, because I wanted you to understand that you can kind of have your own style by picking and choosing and mixing the aesthetics together. The reason why I was talking about them so much and relying on the names was to visualize to you what I'm talking about, and also the fact that most of the photos that I've saved had like an undertone of a certain aesthetic, which, you know, just we can't run away from that. Like, society and fashion has established these aesthetics to exist. So no, I just named it by its name.
Matko Boska, nagrywam ją jak wychodzę, patrzcie. Właśnie wyszła, pokazała to, co miała pokazać, uśmiecha się i trzaska drzwiami. I dzięki temu, że trzasnęła drzwiami, ma ogromny wpływ.
Wiesz, ile wydała?
Video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Maybe you can let me know by liking the video. Thanks for sticking around this long, and yeah, I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I hope that you're having an amazing life, and see you guys. Mwah!